Hey guys, 0x here. Now I've been doing a few coding streams over the past couple of months, and I've got something to show you guys. So everybody who's attending my streams probably already knows about this, and if you're already in my Discord, you also probably have seen or heard of this. But for those who haven't, welcome. I've got a Discord bot to show you guys. It's not a stat bot, but I guess you can say it's in the same category, in the sense that it's a bot specifically tailored towards making leaderboards. Not just the leaderboards that Hypixel by default provides, but far better. Think of it a little bit as like the Plancke leaderboards, but we go quite a few steps further than the Plancke leaderboards, in a sense to get the full experience of what you could with leaderboards to about the furthest extent that we reasonably can. Now we do this using the API, so I've got a few commands to show you here. Now we've got two main game modes that we support so far, or actually I think we support three now, but really only like two is what we've practiced. We've nearly finished QuakeCraft, so if you play Quake and you want to check it out, I've already talked to a few people in the Quake Discord, they seem to enjoy it. And we've also got some general stats, so people like AP hunters and stuff, they can mess around there. First off, I'll show you guys the Quake stats because this is what we've put the most effort into. Now the command is *LB, and you'll see there's a lot of people try to do different stuff. This is from the old version of the bot that was taken down, and it's been offline for a few months, so yeah. But you're just gonna do *LB, and if you go into, I think it's bot help, it tells you how it works. But *LB, and then we'll do something like Quake, or you can write QuakeCraft, but we use shorthand mainly, so we'll do LB Quake. Let's say you want the kills leaderboard. You'll write kills, but we have to specify what type of kills, because it's not necessarily obvious what type of kills you want. Do you want overall kills? Do you want, I don't know, solo kills, team kills? What do you want? So we're going to want overall kills, which is generally stored under the general category. And then we're going to press enter. And there's some extra parameters here that you can put, but I'll show you that in a second here. You'll get a little pop-up that will reply to you, and it's a nice little image. It says 1 to 10 of the players in our database. So if you notice there might be a few people missing here, it's because they're not quite in our database yet. Very simple to add someone to the database. To add someone to the database, so let's say I want to add Anchor Falls here, good friend of mine. We'll do stats, Anchor Falls, right? So we'll put his name in, space, and then we'll put the rest of his name. So, sorry, not the rest of his name. That's his name already put. We'll put the game mode. So let's say we want his QuakeCraft stats. We'll type that, and then it'll disappear, and it won't tell us anything. We don't have any feedback yet, but it didn't give us any error messages. So if you get an error message, you mess something up, and it won't get added. If you didn't get any error messages, then it did process the player for that game mode. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean he's added to the leaderboards. For QuakeCraft specifically, we have a requirement for every game mode. We have a requirement to prevent a ton of useless database players being added. We've simply set a requirement. It's very low. For Quake, it's 50,000 kills, which is very low if you played Quake. And for basically every game mode, we've set the bar very low, but low enough to remove the majority of players. So I believe for general stats, it's level 50 network level right now. That may increase to 100 or so in the future, but for now, I think that's more than enough. And it's still very, very low. And so this is what we've got. Now you might see that there's a custom QuakeCraft background here. We don't have this for every game mode. I'll show you guys, let's say the Karma leaderboard, which you'll see is a lot less complete than the QuakeCraft one because I think it was Rackles. Rackles, well-known player who plays QuakeCraft. He mains QuakeCraft. He's got a YouTube channel, if you may have heard of him. He went and added several hundred players to the QuakeCraft leaderboards. We haven't done so for the other leaderboards as we are still working on them. Let's say we want general and then karma. Now, general doesn't really have categories. So you saw before I did like general.kills, whatever. General itself doesn't have categories because there's not different game modes really in general, right? We do have some categories for like voting related stuff. So like which vote sites and such. And you'll notice that there's, although I'm only showing like kills and karma and stuff like that here, there are a lot of stats. Just these few game modes alone that we have I believe well over 100 different types of leaderboards you can generate, and between just 3 game modes, of which one of them is like maximum 20 leaderboards, it is very expansive when it comes to the leaderboards you can generate. So let's do general karma here, and we should get karma leaderboard. Now you'll see this is a much uglier background. This is because it's our default background, so any game mode that doesn't already have a background dedicated to it We just set the default background, which is this odd-looking purple, pinkish, sort of ugly background. It's far better than what we had before this. Way before this, it looked disgusting because it was what I freehanded. This is at least a little bit better. Now, yeah, so that's what it looks like. We can also add some extra stuff here. So let's go back to our kills command. Now, let's say we don't want to know who's just top 10. Let's say we want to know who comes after the 10th place. Very easy. You can set a page. So let's say we want page 2. We're going to put a 2 there at the end. Press enter now. And now we've got the second page. So you'll see it's 11th through 20th. Once again, you'll see there's most likely at least a few people missing at some point on this leaderboard. However, it is fairly complete to some extent. Now let's say we want the reverse leaderboard. So for example, if we do LB general name, you guys may remember this from my old leaderboards. I'm very fond of this. This is alphabetical sorting. Now, this actually showcases a few features. One that we're actually still working on here. So you'll see, for one, it's sorting reverse alphabetically. So it goes from lowercase z to lowercase a, and then uppercase z to uppercase a, like that. And then you'll see a little bit of a feature here where if the name is too long, so you'll see Water Dragon 777, his name's a little long, so we shrunk it. We just shrank it a little bit here. And that essentially allows for us to fit bigger numbers. So you'll see if we do a leaderboard that has really big numbers here, sometimes, like for these numbers, for example, they're a little bit of a smaller font than other things. You'll see Water Dragon 777 here is in a smaller font. We only do this for the value. We don't do it for the name as well. So if you're not, your name's not going to be super tiny. But let's say we want the reverse of this. We want it to be capital A to capital Z and then lowercase a to lowercase z. And very simple, what we can do is we can do the leaderboard, so name. And instead of doing a page, we can also do R or reverse or reversed or however you want to write it. I just do R for shorthand. And now we get the opposite. So this is from last place and up. That's how this works. So this is going to be from uppercase A, and I guess numbers would also be above here and such. Now this leaderboard is very fun. It's a very fun project I've been working on. The one thing is we need two things. We need one, people with suggestions. Our suggestions tab is blank, okay? We started this project, or we started this Discord a long time ago. But this is back when I shut down the commands before, and we have no more suggestions other than bring back leaderboards. Which, I mean, I guess they did come back eventually. However, we need more suggestions. We need more people who are good at art, people who are good at judging art, really. Tell me what I can improve to make leaderboards look nice. I know these ones look like bad, but I feel like these ones can still be improved a little bit. You'll see I've even got smaller details like text shadow up here and stuff that's custom. And all this is customly generated through the bot using Python. So if you want to learn how to code, you can check that out. But we need people to help us with suggestions. We need people to help us make stuff look nicer in general, which I guess also falls under suggestions. And we need people to help test, okay? I don't have nearly enough people testing these. We keep like I'll set up a new feature and it'll sometimes take like up to a week to find a certain bug, which is too long, honestly. We need to have much better quality assurance testing, and so hopefully some people will look at this project and be like, oh, that's cool, and they'll check it out. So link in the description, you can join my Discord, and I've got this, and I've got quite a few other bot and sort of programming projects, all Hypixel related for the most part, that you can go ahead and check out. Anyways, that's been it. That's for this. We've also got, I forgot to show you guys, I'll show you guys this at the end here. We've also got some build battle stats. So I think we can do build battle score. Is this a feature? Yeah, we did finish this. Okay. This is for build battle score. We've also got like quite a few other things. We are revamping a lot of stuff. You'll notice that our leaderboards don't quite match up with the Hypixel in-game leaderboards. That's because we actually do a slightly better job at creating or generating Hypixel leaderboards than Hypixel themselves in-game. Because you'll notice the kill leaderboard here is a little off from what you see in-game. That's because in-game, they don't count many things, okay? So they don't count tournament kills. And so we've added tournament kills to these counters. And then we've also got one or two other counters for kills, specifically for Quakecraft, that they don't take into account, that we found a way to take into account. So we're going to be updating that, and so we'll be fixing these even more. So just know that when we're making leaderboards, we're making it very good. We are trying our best. We're taking it very seriously when it comes to making quality leaderboards for the community. And so I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully you can maybe check out the project and help us out.